before the much-awaited rematch between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier in UFC 257, let us take a look at a clash between two UFC veterans Michael Chiesa vs Neil Magny in Fight Island, Abu Dhabi. And for those who missed the UFC Fight Island 8, here are the full card results. To open the card, the newcomer Man on Fire defeats Victoria Leonardo by TKO in round 2. Fire connecting with a sharp check hook before dazing Leonardo with a right high kick and followed up with a couple of punches. Those unanswered blows gave the referee a signal to stop the fight. Moving up for the second match, Khabib Nurmagomedov's cousin Umar Nurmagomedov debuts sets a submission victory over Sergey Morozov. 2 minutes into the round, Nurmagomedov returned to his wrestling, dipping under a telegraphed punch from Morozov to again position himself on his opponent's back. After patiently working to get his hooks in and steady himself in position, Nurmagomedov fished his forearm under Morozov's neck, tightening the squeeze and putting his opponent to sleep along the fence. And in lightweight divisions, Mike Davis defeats Mason Jones by unanimous decision. These two didn't waste any time getting after it, as Jones denied the touch of gloves and connected with a spinning back kick and straight right hand right out of the chute. Not to be outdone, Davis responded by getting loose with his hands, popping Jones with quick, clean punches. Another unanimous decision brought by Francisco Figueiredo against Jerome Rivera. With 90 seconds left in the round, Rivera cranked up the urgency and started having success on the feet, landing with long, looping punches that clearly had Figueiredo retreating, but it may have been too little, too late for the contender Series Alum from Santa Fe. After 15 minutes, it came down to the 10s and 9s on the scorecards, with the judges rightfully awarding the decision to Figueiredo. Dolce Lungiambula began his 2021 campaign in the middleweight division, where he was greeted by dangerous, aggressive Brazilian Marcos Perez. Dolce successfully defends a submission attack by the Brazilian and got the judges' attention to secure a victory via unanimous decisions. The Tibetan Eagle Sumyadeji defeats Zerek Gadashev by unanimous decision. The tactical cat and mouse game went to the final horn, and when the totals were tallied, Sumyadeji scored his third consecutive victory with a clean sweep of the scorecards. Ricky Simon defeats Gaetano Perello by submission, arm triangle choke, at 4 o'clock of round 2. With just over a minute remaining the round, Simon swiftly floated into mount following another takedown and clamped down on an arm triangle choke, and secured the tap. This was an impressive, dominant effort from the Pacific Northwest native. And for the main card, Omri Akhmedov defeats Tom Breeze by submission, arm triangle choke, at 1:41 of round 2. Akhmedov immediately looked to bring the fight to the ground to start the second, with Breeze attempting to connect on a calf slicer amidst the transition. When he couldn't secure the hold, Akhmedov landed in top position and quickly locked up an arm triangle choke, patiently drawing the tap from the Briton. After having his lengthy unbeaten run halted late in 2020, Akhmedov put himself right back in the win column with an impressive showing to start 2021. Lerone Murphy made his third straight trip to Abu Dhabi for a showdown with Brazilian veteran Douglas Silva de Andrade in an under-the-radar featherweight scrap on Fight Island and defeats Silva de Andrade via unanimous decisions. Matt Schnell defeats Tyson Nam by split decision. Flyweights finishers Matt Schnell and Tyson Nam went head-to-head in Wednesday's second main card pairing, and the all-action duo delivered, as expected. This was an excellent, technical effort by Schnell, who got himself back into the win column to kick off what he hopes will be a productive year inside the octagon. And in the women's division, flyweights Roxanne Modafferi and Vivian Araujo clashed in this battle of title hopefuls eager to turn a victory in their last appearances into a fight-winning streak to begin 2021. Araujo's speed and fluidity in the striking department was a clear difference maker, as the Brazilian's Araujo defeats Roxanne Modafferi by unanimous decision. And in light heavyweight divisions, it was an impressive victory brought by Ike Villanueva after he knocked out Vinicius Moreira in the second round. Moments into the second, Moreira pressed forward and Hurricane Ike made him pay, blasting him with a clean right hand that spun the Brazilian around and prompted referee Jason Herzog to instantly wave off the action. And in the co-main event, Warlley Alves defeats Munir Lazzez by TKO, kicks to the body, at 2:35 of round 1. Halfway through the round, Alves blasted Lazzez with a series of massive kicks to the midsection that dropped the Tunisian, who immediately covered up, prompting referee Herb Dean to step in and stop the contest. And for the main event, Michael Chiesa defeats Neil Magny by unanimous decision. Magny looked to be a little more aggressive out of the corner to start the second, but Chiesa immediately clasped his hands together on a body lock. The two battled for control along the fence, fighting hands, before Chiesa circled Magny off the fence, rotating him to the ground floating between the three-quarter guard and half, threatening to pass all the while. Chiesa maintained shoulder pressure, giving Magny no room to operate, happy to grind time off the clock, salting away the biggest victory of his career. And that's all for your UFC Fight Island 8. Thank you for watching and please don't forget to subscribe.